What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, y'all know my page ain't really one for gossip, but we got to talk about this situation between DJ Mustard and his ex-wife, Chanel Thierry. All right. Now, as y'all should know, I have a stance when it comes to women that get with men in the business, and it stands for men that get with women in the business as well. If you're coming in under somebody who's putting in all the hard work to get themselves on, to be the breadwinner, to make the money and make their name a household name, all of that type of stuff, and they happen to leave you at some point, you can't be too proud to go get your own, whether that be a job, start your own business. If you got to get a job to start your own business, all of that. I talked about this before with PNB Rock's estranged girlfriend. I'm going to say it again. Can't be too proud to go get you a job. But let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this whole situation, break this down for what it is, but y'all see where I'm coming from to begin with. So if you disagree, that's on you. All right, so about a week ago, she came out demanding $80,000 a month in child support, spousal support, and she wanted a court order based on lack of communication, saying that he doesn't respond to calls and texts. The court order demands both physical and legal joint custody, but she wants the tie-breaking authority to make final decisions concerning their kids. If it comes down to it, she basically has the right to refuse or approve anything, veto his thoughts, all of that. That's what she's asking for from the courts. And that's in relation to health, education, things of that nature. So if Mustard take my kids out of private school, she doesn't agree, that's not what she gonna do. Being that they're separated now, I guess she's left without a nanny and he has a house manager for his own situation. It seems a little sticky, but she says that not having a nanny is making it even harder to communicate with him about the things that she needs. I don't understand how that is so. I mean, was the nanny y'all intermediary communicator, mediator? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? I'm trying not to go at this girl or say anything derogatory towards her because I don't know her. I know that she held him down during his come up when he was, not in this position. So I never want to shortchange what people have done or their contributions to the situation, especially when you stay down with somebody during their come up. But this nanny thing seems a bit excessive and not really making a lot of sense to me. So to remedy the situation, she wants the judge to order DJ Mustard to communicate with her through an app called Our Family Wizard, which is basically a co-parenting app, I guess, for people who end on bad terms. Our Family Wizard does include chat, basically where you could speak, calendar for any important events or dates that need to be logged, and I guess, if you can't trust a person to make arrangements based on, sending them calendar invites and stuff via Google, I guess using this app simplifies it a bit more. It also has an expense log, I guess, for any important monetary decisions that need to be made on behalf of the child. All of this stuff seems pretty basic, but I guess, being that they're in a contentious space in their personal relationship, I guess this is what's needed. Getting back to this $82,000 per month, she basically feels entitled to this because she feels like Mustard has about $10 million in the bank. Okay, she says she took a forensic evaluation of his finances, and I guess that's where they came up with that margin. When you take $82,000 a month, you times that by 12, that's about $1 million a year, so a little bit short of $1 million per year. I don't see why you need 10% of this man's income. Sound like taxes to me. So he's supposed to pay taxes on his $10 million and give you another $984,000 on top of that. You mean to tell me that children need $1 million a year to live a good life? I'm sorry. And this goes for anybody. If you're in a position where money was rolling, money was flowing, and at some point it stops or it slows down a bit, then you just got to pivot. Watch the Pivot podcast or something, man. Everybody got to make adjustments, okay? Regular people got to make adjustments. You might have had a job that was paying you $150K a year. Things went bad. You got laid off. You had to accept one to pay you 50 to 60, maybe 75. You cut back. You got to make some adjustments. Children will adjust. Everybody will figure it out. Most importantly, if you don't want to work, you're going to have to figure it out too. All of that came out last week or so, She came out with her side of the story. Well, Mustard has come back and he has some documentation of his own that I want to go ahead and put out there for y'all so you see and understand where I'm coming from. I'm somewhere in the middle with this, but we got to tell both sides of the story. That's why I haven't spoken on it up to this point. As of Thursday of this week, Mustard came out with a filing of his own, and he denies her claim of leaving her without money, freezing her out. Because that's why she allegedly came out last week. Mustard says Chanel's claim that I starved her out financially since separation is a flat out lie. His filing is demanding that they have equal decision-making ability, which would take out the tie-breaking authority clause that she put in her initial filing. He also says that rather than paying $82,000, which is close to $100K a month, they previously agreed on $18,000 a month. That's what he would like to stick to, which puts you at about 216 racks per year, which means that you're living well above average just for doing nothing. That's just guaranteed to you on a yearly basis, not including any business dealings. If you want to go off and create some type of brand, you want to go on a TV show and get a deal for yourself, all of these things are available these days. And of course, there's always going and getting a job. I'm going to keep saying that. If you have some skills, you can substantially add to that $200,000 that you're getting off rip anyway. Now, Mustard continues. He says, from the time Chanel and I separated in May of 2022, I continue to uphold my obligation to support her and the children. Continue to pay all of Chanel's living expenses, including all of her credit card bills. I also continue paying Chanel's housing costs and the children's expenses, including private school tuition. So all of these things are continuing to be upheld according to Mustard. I don't know what's coming out of his account, so don't come at me. It was previously reported that she was mad about not having access to a family vehicle and that she was driving a Lambo. It would sound like she was driving like a sports Lamborghini. According to Mustard, he says that he's continued paying over $2,000 a month for Chanel's Lamborghini SUV. I've also paid 100% of our agreed upon spousal support buyout of $315,000 in accordance with the terms of the premarital agreement, the prenup that they signed. Now, for a lot of women out there, I know y'all identify with Chanel. A lot of y'all are saying if you held him down when he didn't have it, you deserve the world. And I believe that when you're with a person, they should do that. But when y'all go y'all separate ways, a person is not entitled to completely take care of you. Not so much so that you don't have to do anything else in life in order to have a life, right? Because at that point, you're basically telling them, well, now that we have kids together, I'm entitled to become another one of your kids. That's just how it sounds to me. Like, y'all can drag me in the comments if you feel like. If y'all have seen any of my videos that speak on women in a public light, speak on women versus celebrities, 98% of the time, I actually side with the women. This is one of the rare cases that I don't. But of course, if this is your first time seeing me, you wouldn't know that. But you might want to take a gander at the history of my content. Chanel and Mustard are due in court on February 1st, so very soon it's going to get underway. A final decision will be made by the courts, which I have nothing to do with. Y'all have nothing to do with. So regardless of what our opinions are on the matter, none of us have the decision-making ability to place any authority over what's going on. And we'll just have to see how it plays out, man. I wish all parties the best. I wish all parties a beautiful life. I hope that they can make things right as it pertains to their kids, that their children don't have to suffer. And I hope at some point they're able to have a sanctimonious co-parenting situation. I'm going to go ahead and sign out, man. Go ahead and let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Positive, negative, indifferent, it does not matter. We could still have a respectful conversation so long as you're respectful to me. All right? Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell for all updates. I will see y'all on the next one, man.
Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I can blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag. Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I can blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag.